Yes, this is another flowery, fresh scented Tide Clean commercial. If you couldn't tell by our glimmering skin and our oh so clean pair of pants. Just kidding. What's up, guys? Thank you so much for coming and checking out another video here with me. So today's going to be a little bit different. We're going back to our tutorial roots. I'm going to stop with the playthroughs for a little while and go back to showing you guys how to do things and get it done as quickly and efficiently as possible. So today we're going back to official. I'm going to show you guys the tips and tricks on how to get official done. Now, I did want to make a quick apology. I know it's been a little while since I put out a video and I apologize about that. Back to full-time school, full-time dad, full-time husband, full-time work. So I've got a lot on my plate. Even my commute is 2 hours, so it's a long time. But before we jump into the tutorial, I do want to say, hey, we're starting out on officials here with a smaller group. If you guys are interested in coming back to officials, let us know. We are playing on cross arc, so we're going to kind of avoid some of that insiding, things like that. And there are some rules, there are some things. Maybe I'll make another video about the actual tribe itself a little bit later. But if you're interested, or if you are interested, go ahead and check us out. Hit that. We got a Discord link below. Go ahead and hit us up, and we'll take you on. We'll happy to help get you going. Even if you're new to the game, it's not a big deal. We'll help you teach. I mean, that's literally what I do here on my channel. So if you want to join, go ahead and hit us up. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this. Let's get some tips and tricks going here for official servers. Alright, so the very first thing that I'm going to say is you're going to want to start leveling up immediately. That's the very first thing you're going to want to do in Ark. So to do that, the best way to do so, no matter what you have, if you have nothing, it doesn't really matter. Go ahead and join an island server. Find the lowest pop island server you can possibly find, and just jump on that server, and what we're going to do is we're going to start running notes. Now, with the notes, it's a pretty easy run, and there's actually plenty of maps out there. I'll go ahead and post a link to one that I used below, and I'll show you guys right here kind of what my run looks like. But what you can see here on the screen is the actual map itself, and I start over here on the left side in the red area, and typically I go from here, I run all the way from the south to the north, and then I spawn over here on the right side and go from south to all the way to the southeast side. That gives me a pretty good little run, and typically after the end of it, I'm someplace between level 60 and 70. There's a couple of factors, obviously, that are going to change that, whether that be bases on some of the notes or dinos on some of the notes. It doesn't really matter. The one thing that I did want to note, if you looked on that map that I just posted, I do keep the artifacts on the map. And the reason I do that is because it gives me a pretty good idea where the caves are, because it does show dossiers and notes for the caves as well, so you have to be kind of careful on that. You don't want to actually, get caught up looking for one of those notes if you're in the area for a cave. It might be in the actual cave itself, so just be careful of that. The other thing I want to say is while you're doing these note runs, pick up as many berries as you can. The rain here, as you can see, is kind of a godsend because you do run out of water really quickly. Luckily, you're pretty much on the ocean for most of this run, and that helps out quite a bit. Okay, so next up, this tip is a little bit different. Now, this is going to be situational. If you run into an alpha along the way, you should probably try and kill it. Maybe not a Carno or a Raptor, but definitely, yes, the Raptors, probably not a Carno or a Rex, because those are a little bit harder. You might be able to try the Carno, but I wouldn't try the Rex, just because it's going to take a lot of arrows. Now, what we ended up doing is we just built a little 1x2. You can just do it with stone, because obviously they're going to wreck the wood. As you can see, we just get him in here with a door on one side, and then we block him in completely. We can shoot right over the top and actually kill him. There's a couple of benefits to this. Alphas provide a great amount of experience. They're very easy to kill, especially if you're running this with more than, 2-3 people, because you'll be able to farm up the stone really fast, and you'll be able to farm the arrows up that you'll need really quickly. Now, the other benefit to this, we ended up killing probably around 3 or 4 of these along the way, and the reason you want to do this is because you'll actually pick up really good metal tools, which will start you out really fast, right? You pick up something like a 150 or 200% weapon, bow, or pickaxe or axe. It's going to get you started much faster than starting from scratch. So, next up. So another thing that's kind of situational here are Beaver Dams. On the east side that I showed you guys here, there's one of the rivers, the farthest east river actually has beaver dams that spawn. Now, the wood's obviously really good. Pearls, the mushrooms, and pretty much everything except for the wood is pretty good for starting out. Now, since the game's already after launch and we're a couple months into the actual game, a lot of people don't necessarily need paste as much, so you're much more likely to actually be able to find these, especially if you go to a low pop server originally, like mentioned. I would definitely recommend picking up the paste because this is on the east side anyway. You shouldn't die anymore, and if you do, you can just go back to your body, but you're going to be able to transfer out after this, so pick up as many beaver dams as you can at this point. Now that we've gone ahead and got all of our notes, and we're someplace between level 60 and 70, we're going to go ahead and get ready to transfer out. Now, on Official, if you did pick up a bunch of cementing paste, and you do have some metal tools from the raptors that you've been killing, you will have probably a timer. We ended up getting a late timer, so what we did is we farmed up just a little bit of metal, we farmed out some basic resources, and the thing that I'm going to recommend to you is we farmed up some dodos. The reason we're farming up the dodos is because of kibble. Now, one of the most important things is being able to fly, so you can get around the map very, very quickly once you do transfer, and dodos make that happen very, very fast. So dodo eggs are very important, and all you need to do, honestly, you can literally knock them out with your fist, especially on a 2x weekend, which, by the way, I would recommend doing all of this on a 2x weekend. It's going to make it much, much easier for you, but you can keep them knocked out with your fist as well. You don't even have to give them any narco berries. You can just keep them knocked out with your fist or a club, and it makes it very quick, and the point of this, again, is that you're trying to go for kibble. Dinos don't have the 30-minute timer, so you can upload them immediately, and you can keep them uploaded until you're ready to download them on the other map. Okay guys, so I'm going to keep these ones short and to the point. I'm going to give you guys a couple tips per video so you guys don't have to sit here and watch a 20-minute to an hour-long video on how to play officials all together. So we're going to keep these around 5 to 10 minutes. This one's about that mark now, so we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. We're about to transfer over to the next map, which we'll get into on the next video, but I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope this is going to be helpful, and I hope this whole series is really successful for you guys. Again, if you guys are interested in joining the official tribe, go ahead and check us out. Our Discord's below. If you guys need anything, as always, go ahead and hit us up in the comments. If you guys liked the video, hit that like button. If you guys want to see more, hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate you guys coming and checking us out. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and thank you so much for watching.